Hi everyone, it's Jane. So some of the things I ordered on fountain pen days have started to trickle in. I have three things that's come in so far, so I thought I'd share them with you. Before I get to that though, I do feel a little weird about sharing some of these with you just because fountain pen day isn't so really supposed to be about consumerism or buying things, but I think it's kind of turned into that. And it makes me feel kind of bad, but also you can get some good deals on things. And so I did take advantage of some sales, and I really do enjoy having a multitude of fountain pens. I know I'm in a place where I feel like I can spend a certain amount of money. I do budget for it. I don't try to overdo it, although it may appear that I do. But I do budget. I do sell some things, not fountain pen related, but I have some other things that I sell that I can add to my budget. So it's not an unlimited budget by any means. And so anyway, that's kind of my public service announcement, I guess. I just kind of feel bad that I might be promoting a lot of buying, but maybe I can look at it and you all can look at it as I'm sharing this with you so that if you see something you like, you can search out a good deal on it, or you can say, hey, I've experienced that through Jane. Now I don't have to have it, however that works for you. So first off, I have taken part in some sort of piece of Fountain Pen Day ever since 2023. So I went to Fountain Pen Day site, so it's fountainpenday.com, and I ordered their swag pack from 23, 24, and 25. So what that includes in their pack is some bookmarks, a button, like a little button, and then a sticker from each year. And I thought that this would be a good way for me to mark what years I did something. And I'm not saying I purchased those 3 years. I'm just saying I observed the fountain pen day. I played with my fountain pens on that day. And it just is kind of fun for me to commemorate how long I've been doing it, which is just 3 years. So I guess that's not a terribly long time. But it's still fun to do that. And I want to support fountain pen days. Honestly, cannot remember who runs that. I will pop it up on screen if when I edit this. So anyway, I got that from him, and that came in today actually. So let me put that aside. Then I ordered from Esterbrook. I was looking at their Peanuts release, and there was another one I was looking at, and then I thought I don't really need to spend that kind of money. So I ordered this little packet that they had, which was really cute, and it was these pigeons. And so you get these little stickers, and then you get this postcard. I just thought it was super cute that has the pigeon on it. And I just love how he or she is holding the little letter in the beak. It's very cute. And it came with this little stamp as well. And I should know the name of, I should have been more prepared for this video and listed the name of the artist, but then you get a little stamp, and I don't have any stamp or ink to show you this, but I just thought that was interesting. And then it also came with an ink, which I love the design of this box. I think it's a very cool box, and it is, I'll swatch this ink for you in a minute because I have more inks, but let's take a look at the bottle real quick. So you can kind of see the bottle. And there's the little bottle. Isn't that cute? So we will swatch that, I promise. And then I also ordered a coffee cup because you can never have too many of these mugs. And I just thought it was a nice design of a coffee cup. And there's the little lid, and then it unscrews the tumbler. I can always use this. So that was with Esterbrook, and I'm going to pause this a second and I'll go get the other stuff. So these two inks that I purchased were not on Fountain Pen Day. I got these from Pen Realm because I ordered another TWSBI that has another Kirkspire grind on it. I have this one and another one, and then I'm going to be doing another video of all my Kirkspire grinds using a darker ink. I did have a viewer that said, could I use a darker ink next time? So I will revisit that whole video that I did about the grinds that he has, that are his particular grinds, and I will use a darker ink for that. So anyway, when I ordered that TWSBI with that grind on it, which I'm not going to show this time, I got two inks, and that would be Pilot Arushizuku, and it's Kujaku. I hope that's how you say that. And then I ordered this is a little hard to show because it's such a big bottle, but it's a P.W. Ackerman, and it's from the Dutch Masters collection. And this one is Israel's Zeeblau. I'm hoping that that's correct. I saw this ink swatched at our Pelican Hub, and I thought it was gorgeous. So, sorry I'm making noise with the box. But this is what the bottle looks like. And basically, if you've not seen one of these bottles before, there's a glass ball right here. And you dip the ink upside down with the lid on, of course. And it comes up into this reservoir right here. And then when you put it back upright, it stops it from all coming down here, but it still gives you room to ink up your nib in here. And there's a little glass ball that sits in there. I don't know if you can hear it. So that one we will swatch as well. So that was from Pen Realm. And then this I did order on Fountain Pen Day, and this was from Goldspot Pens. And if you spent a certain amount of money, they threw on some swag for you. And so it was like at differing levels. And the first level was you got a little crab pen rest, which I think is adorable. So that was the first level. And I think the second level was there was a sticker, or maybe this was the first level, was a sticker and a bookmark from Fountain Pen Day, which I already have now, but I didn't, whatever. And then the crab was the second level. And then if you go through the levels, you got all of the gifts as you spent a certain amount. And then the next gift was a rickshaw pen case. Let me get this pen sleeve, get this out of here so you can see it a little bit better. I think it is, isn't that pretty? The lady with the blue hair. I think it's this sticker on the rickshaw. So that was the next level. And then I didn't spend enough to get the next level, which was a free pen. And I think it was a Lamy pen. So, and then they also sent these catalogs. There's 2 of them. Their catalogs are fun to look at because they take such beautiful pictures. So I got 2 of those. And then the ink that I purchased from them was based on a recommendation from Molly. You are an inkabler. I want you to know that. This is Diamine Snowstorm. And she said it's a beautiful color of gray with a shimmer. And so I can't wait to try that. So the 2 pens that I ended up getting, one is the Leonardo Momento Magico, and it's exclusive with Goldspot. And it is the Neve de Inverno, hopefully that's right. I got a stub nib on this one, so let me open this so you can see the pen. And so I can see the pen because I haven't opened it yet. Get that box out of there. Hang on a second, I'll get it out of the box. That was in there tight. So this is the box the pen comes in. This is the outer box, and then an outer sleeve. So that's quite a bit of packaging there. So here is the pen. Open that up. Get your guarantee in there, probably your warranty. Oh, this is pretty. I do have another Leonardo Momento Magico, and I don't know. I remembered it being, just okay, but I really liked this colorway. Isn't that beautiful with that shimmery glitter, but you can still see through it? And there's the band. I think the Leonardo band is a little bit different on each of their different models. I'm trying to look over here and see if I have my Leonardos in the drawer or if they're in a case. They might be in a case. Oh, it doesn't matter. But anyway, here is the nib. And I don't have a stub nib in a Leonardo, so this ought to be. It was a decent price too, and it's a nice pen. I think you probably could post it. Try. Yeah, you could. So that's what that looks like. We'll ink it up and give her a test. That was one pen, and then the next pen that I got, and last for this haul, is an Opus 88, and I've been looking for this colorway for a long time. So this wasn't a spur of the moment. I've got a lot of Opus 88 demonstrators. I think you all know that. But I wanted the pink one, and I couldn't find it. And so I finally found it here. It is not in a nib that I normally would like. It's a fine nib, But I'm going to give it a try because Opus 88s usually write a little bit more generously. So we'll try it. But I just love the different colors that they have on the different areas. Oops. The finial and the end cap there are different colors. Cap is black. And then even here, Opus 88 is written in a kind of a pale green. And then the sections of purple. So I just really like this, and I had not been able to find it. I think it was a color of the year in 2024. So anyway, that's what I got from Goldspot. Now I'm going to pause it again, and we'll swatch some ink and write with 2 pens. I'll be right back. I forgot to show you the inside of the pen sleeve, which is this really pretty purple. So that's nice. And so if you haven't seen a rickshaw pen sleeve before, there you go. They're lovely because they really protect your pen. It's this, I don't want to call it canvas. It's not really. It's a very heavy-duty material on the outside and a fleece, one of the softest fleeces I've ever felt on the inside. And all their products for their pens have this sort of fleece so that you don't scratch your pens. And they're just lovely. Okay, and the Esterbrook ink set thing is called Pigeon Poop. So you know why I was attracted to that, don't you? Because it had the word poop in it. So, I mean, who doesn't love that? Well, I shouldn't say that. We don't like pigeon poop. But anyway, I'm warped. So, okay, so let's swatch this and just take a look at what pigeon poop ink looks like. We all know what pigeon poop looks like. Oh, wow, that's a pretty color of purple. Very dark purple. And let's just write a little bit. What am I going to use to write with? Boy, I really am not organized, am I? Let's do the, I'll just do a color verse shuttle nib, and I'm going to use my Maverick Pen Company nib holder. I'm using my Pengineer 3D ink station so I don't spill anything. Okay, so this is Esterbrook. Whoops. Wow, I'm having a day, aren't I? Esterbrook. Pigeon poop. There you go. So some downstrokes, side stroke, cross strokes, some figured eights. The artist for this is Anne, and her last name is Nossack, I guess. Nossack. She's the one that drew the pigeons and the letter and everything. So, it's really awesome. Take a look. That's really pretty. Okay. Let's go on and let's do the Pilot Irushizuku. See what that looks like. Put this over in my ink holder thing. And, Dominant Industry ink muddler. Always use that too. Let's put that over here. Wow, gorgeous. Very nice color of blue. Okay, and we got here Pilot. So today outside, I'm actually procrastinating right now about going back out again. Here I was complaining about how hot it was for so long. And then this morning it was all of 19 degrees. We had snow yesterday. I enjoyed seeing the snow come down, but I did not enjoy getting my my snow pants back out and my snow boots. And I have these rechargeable battery operated toe warmers or insoles in the boots. So I had to get those and make sure those were charged up. And yeah, it was a whole thing. So I'm kind of procrastinating going back out. I need to go out and brush the horses and, all that kind of stuff. I just don't want to go back outside right now. My blood hasn't thickened up yet. Okay, so on to P.W. Ackerman. And this one, I'm going to get the box so I don't spell it wrong. What do I do with box? Wouldn't think I'd misplace that because that thing's huge. Okay, there we go. I have it. Let's open that up and get a little swatch of this. Oh, what did I do there? Did I get it elsewhere? Oh, yikes. Okay. Wow. Well, there you go. I do spill, obviously. Don't know where that came from, but maybe I'll see it on camera when I go back to edit. I'm not looking through the camera right now. So that might be interesting to see how I spilled that big blob. Okay, P.W. Ackerman. And this is Dutch Masters. And it is Israel's, and they don't have this capitalized, so I don't know. Maybe someone who does know. Oops, I spelled that wrong too. It's a U and then a W. There we go. I'm sure a lot of times you watch my videos and you go, oh my God, just say the name right. So, isn't that pretty? It's a pretty, well, I guess that's pretty similar, but I think the shading, if I am remembering correctly, kind of leans a little blue. I mean, there's some green and some blue that comes through on that. I wonder if, wow, got it on my finger too. I wonder if the ink was in that reservoir there and I just flung it when I went to rinse it. It's possible. Okay, and now for last one is Diamine Snowstorm. And this one has a lovely amount of shimmer in it. So let me see if I can get that agitated without making the ink bubble too much, because then I don't end up getting a really good color of the ink. Okay, let's see. Well, not sure I have that mixed up really nice or not. We will find out. I'd like to get some of that shimmer. I'm going to stir it up with my ink muddler too. See if we can pick up some of that shimmer. Wow, this page is looking really messy. But true to life, I'm messy. So of course my books are going to be messy. Everything, my desk's a mess right now. My life is not a mess, but I got that everywhere. Wow. I wonder where else I got it. Oh, I put that away. Do you guys think I should retape this? It's just a mess. I do have another question for you all when I get my brain in action here. So, okay, this is Diamine Snowstorm. That is a very pretty color. Molly, I agree with you. I think it's a gorgeous color, and I can't wait to see how it dries. We'll see how the ink dries on my skin. That'll be fun. Very pretty. Okay, I'm going to try to figure out where all this spare ink is coming from. and then I'll ink the pens up, but I really would prefer not to get a bunch of loose, like gross ink. Well, I don't want to get these really dirty yet, so hang on a second. We'll see what I can get cleaned up. I'll let you know where the ink came from if I can figure it out. I've decided I'm just going to dip the pens, and we're going to dip in this P.W. Ackerman ink. Couldn't find any ink dripped anywhere else. It's not on any of the bottles. It's just on my hands and right there. So I got lucky. I'd like to continue that streak of luck if I can, but if not, you'll get more entertainment, I guess. All right, so let's start with the Leonardo. There it is again. Isn't that gorgeous? I love that. Shimmery, kind of gives you the feeling of winter. And this is the one that has the stub nib on it. So let's see if I got enough ink on there, hopefully. This is, no, not quite yet. Try that again. Yep. No, okay, I'm gonna go ahead. Hang on a second, I might have to actually put ink in here. All right, I got some ink in here, so let's see if it writes. There we go. Leonardo. Memento. Magico. Well, that writes really nicely. And this is a stub nib. Let me put the, here, I will write this down here, the colorway. No, that's really nice. This is a limited edition with Goldspot pens. It's a very nice nib. So you got the thicker downstrokes, thinner cross strokes. I'm going to really enjoy writing with this. That's very nice. I think this ink is really pretty too. So I think that's a really good combo. So that is that pen. Now let me ink. I'm just going to see if I can dip this one, the Opus 88. Hopefully this will work better to dip it. The Leonardo did not want to dip for some reason. Okay, let's see how this, if this one will write. So this is Opus 88. Oh yeah, this one writes. Opus 88. I've got to get more on there. I did rinse both of these pens before I started writing with them, kind of learned my lesson there. And this is pink. And this is fine. I mean, I cleaned the nibs out, I should say. I will say, without having ink in the pen, with just dipping it, it really does write like a fine. And I'm not a big fan of fine nibs. But that's okay. I don't have to be. This is 2024 colorway. Color of the year, I think. I could get used to a fine nib. Maybe I just need to play with it some more. I just like how much ink that puts out versus this. I also do, I can put another nib on here, so it's no big deal. I've got plenty of nibs I can replace on here. I just thought I would try a fine because I don't have one for an Opus 88. So anyway, those are the two pens. And I do have a couple more things I ordered. There are a couple of pens that won't come in for a while because for some reason I didn't look at the website and notice they were out of stock, but they were going to honor the price and ship them anyway. So we'll get to those when they get here. So that's what I got on Fountain Pen Day from Goldspot and from Fountain Pen Day's website. And then also the inks I got on Esterbrook, and then the inks I got from Pen Realm before Fountain Pen Day. I'm going to tag on the end of here my year-end award banquet that I went to with, that was for my big Shire horse, Winston, who's a big scaredy cat. He's like the biggest horse in the world, and he scares himself when he farts, so go figure. But anyway, it's kind of fun to see something different. So this I will tag on the end of this video, as well as the prizes he won, so you could see that as well, and hope you enjoy it. If not, just fast forward through it. So hope you have a fabulous day, and you'll excuse me for all the chaos that seems to ensue in all my videos. Anyway, I'll catch you next time. Bye. Oh, and I forgot to ask you guys, do you think I should change the name of my channel to have something fountain pen related in the title rather than my name? I've had a couple people ask what my YouTube channel is, and all I can say, it's my name, Jane Williamson, and then they search for that and other people come up. So should I change it? Will that affect anything? I just would love your opinion on it. I'd also love to know your opinion on names. I've got a couple in mind, but I don't want to change something if it's not broken. Do you know what I'm saying? And just would love your opinion on that. So anyway, that was the question I wanted to ask you. So bye again. So we're at the show series that I did with one of my horses, Winston. And this is their year-end award banquet. And look at these fantastic ribbons. And they have a big slideshow going, which is really nice. But yeah, they're offering some wonderful year-end prizes, some belt buckles, some gorgeous ribbons. Here, saddle pads, Western saddle pads as well. Pretty cool. There I am in Winston. Caught that. That was kind of lucky. And then over here they have all these certificates so that if you're at a certain level, you get so many scores at one level, they'll give you a certificate. And then over here is all the silent auction items, and they have a raffle, and then these are how all the tables are set up. And we'll go over here and, oh, here's some other things. These are ribbons from the virtual shows. So our big bag of ribbons is down here, which is really nice. So anyway, these are all the silent auction items, and I just think it's a really nice thing that they offer their members at the end of the year. They also have a food, of course, have hors d'oeuvres. They have a bar, cash bar, and yeah, it's just a really, really nice option for the end of the year show. I have to say my horse Winston cleaned up at the year-end awards with our dressage group. And so I thought I would tell you exactly what he got and why. So these ribbons right down here are what he won in the virtual shows this year. We did, let's see, May, June, July, and August, all 4 months. And he placed first in every single class except for the second place one here, but that was when we were going against somebody in another division, so I'm not quite sure why he got a second place there, but he won every class in virtuals. These two certificates right here mean that he got a gold certificate, which is he scored a above a 70% out of I think it was you had to score above a 70% in a number of different shows, both virtual and in person. And they told me this was the first year that the same horse and rider got a gold certificate, which is their highest level. And so that was pretty cool. He won 2 clocks right here. He was a high point champion as well as a high percentage champion in our division. So he got 2 clocks. He also got two saddle pads. This one was in the colorway of Big Sky, and his registered name is Big Sky Tufts Winston. He's from Montana, so of course I had to pick that color because it is in his name. And I liked this rust color. I thought it was really pretty. And then he won, these are both champion ribbons. One is high point, one is high percentage for virtual shows. Over here, high point, high percentage for in-person shows. And then this one was a big one because he was reserve champion in points for all of the registered breeds. Means he has registry in the Shire Association, but there are a number of different horse registries that were included in this high point situation, and he got the second highest score. So, and then we won a gift certificate to a local tack store. So I just thought you might be interested to see what kind of prizes you can get at horse shows and at year-end awards. And I'm very, very proud of this horse, even though he's got his issues, but I'm just really proud of him. So I hope you enjoyed that piece of it.